कि हमने यही टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ बनाया है, और बनाया ही नहीं है, एक्सपेरिमेंट ही नहीं किया, उसको बिजनेस में प्रूवन रिजल्ट भी डेवलप किया है. So that's where the company has invested over the last 10 years and we built a successful business in US practicing this models. तो अब जब इंडिया में वो सब चीज़ें यूपीआई के साथ हो रही हैं तो उसका बेनिफिट किस तरह से हम निकाल सकते हैं, वो टेक्नोलॉजी हम इंडियन कस्टमर और इंडियन, सो इन अ वे आई थिंक इट्स नॉट जस्ट अबाउट कि हम पैसा इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं क्योंकि हमें अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाना है, वो भी बढ़ाना है हमको, बट दिस इज़ गोइंग टू बी अ ग्रेट मेक इन इंडिया स्टोरी, बिकॉज आज की डेट में 80% इंडिया का जीडीपी अभी भी एसएमई, जो छोटे शहर में छोटे हमारे भाई बहन, हमारे सारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स हैं जो इंडिया को आगे लेके जाएंगे, उनको इस तरह की टेक्नोलॉजी और सपोर्ट हम पहुंचा सकते हैं. सो दैट्स द बिग इन्वेस्टमेंट एंड अ बिग अनाउंसमेंट वी आर ट्राइंग टू शेयर विद यू.
सर, इसी पर मेरा सवाल था कि जैसे आपने कहा एसएमईज जो है हमारा बैकबोन है, एक्सपर्ट्स भी कह रहे हैं कि 8.5% जीडीपी के साथ इंडिया ग्रो करने वाला है आने वाले समय में. तो वही मैं जानना चाहता किस तरह आप पहुंचेंगे उन तक, जो हमारे एंटरप्रेन्योर्स होंगे, जो हमारे लोकल एरियाज़ में जो जिस तरह से कर रहे हैं.
देखिए, वहाँ पे पहुँचना एक कंपनी के लिए बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज भी होगा और एक कंपनी का काम भी नहीं है. वहाँ पे एक आपको पूरा इकोसिस्टम, एज रोहित एंड मेंशन्ड दैट वी आर इन्वेस्टिंग इन बिल्डिंग आवर इकोसिस्टम एंड नेटवर्क. ये कोलैबोरेटिव एक्सरसाइज है, ये एक एक्सरसाइज है जहाँ पे हम सबको मिल के, अब सबको अपना बिजनेस बढ़ाना है. सारी कंपनीज हैं जिनका अपना अपना बिजनेस है, देयर फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी मॉडल्स, राइट. अब फार्मेसी जैसी कंपनीज हैं जो फार्मेसीज़ को ऑर्गेनाइज कर रही हैं, छोटे शहर में फार्मेसीज़ हैं, ये हैं. ऐसे ही बहुत सारे और कंपनीज हैं, छोटे छोटे मॉडल्स और फाइनेंशियल टेक्नोलॉजी कंपनीज हैं जो ऑर्गेनाइज कर रही हैं. हम उनको एनेबल करना चाहते हैं कि आपके लिए हर आदमी अगर वही टेक्नोलॉजी बार बार री इन्वेस्ट करेगा, एक तो उनके पास एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, दूसरा उनके पास ये टेक्नोलॉजी बनाने का, वाई स्पेंड मनी डूइंग समथिंग एवरी टाइम, एवरीबडी हैज़ टू डू इट. सो वी वांट टू ब्रिंग दिस टेक्नोलॉजी एंड एनेबल अ नेटवर्क जहाँ पे सब लोग ज्वाइन कर सकें, लेंडर्स भी ज्वाइन कर सकें. हमारी कंपनी इन्वेस्ट कर रही है उसमें कि जिससे कि अल्टीमेट बेनिफिशरी जो है वो तो आपका ये एसएमई ही होगा, वो एंटरप्रेन्योर ही होगा. और हम चाहते हैं कि वो टीयर 4 टीयर 5 सिटीज़ में, गांव तक में पहुँचे, बट उनको पहुँचाने वाले हम नहीं हो सकते हर जगह, और वो हम बनना भी नहीं चाहते क्योंकि ऑलरेडी बहुत लोग काम कर रहे हैं उस पर. हम उनको जोड़ के, इकट्ठा करके ये टेक्नोलॉजी के साथ एनेबल करना चाह रहे हैं.
So Vineet, if I got you right, you're saying that you want to be the Facebook of lending in India.
Why not? Yes.
Yes, please.
Firstly, congratulations, doing a great job. I think you'll be instrumental in increasing the GDP of our country and making, I don't know how many people successful in their ventures. So my question is, you are going to be lending to entrepreneurs, people who want to. What is your lending rate? I mean, what is the interest rate that you are looking at charging them, and what is the interest rate that you will be taking from the lenders?
Yeah, see, we are not going to lend directly. We are creating a platform, and that's what we have done in US markets also. I think one big reform we are waiting in India to happen is, like in US, we lend anywhere from 3-4% interest rate to we go up to 15-16%. So it depends on risk rated, kind of stuff. So I think where we have really pioneered is that what is the risk rated returns, and then different stacks of capital. So capital for us comes from banks, insurance companies, pension funds, even hedge funds, because hedge funds can take more risk. They can, give money to more, businesses which are more like, I would say like startups or not that well established. Because see, any business in their different stage, they need money. Now the key question is that it's better to give them money in an organized way, even if it is a little bit more expensive, because then they are setting up a credit models and credit history so that you can keep reducing the cost. One of the things that is still not happening in India is that, unlike some of the more developed markets, is that, right now, if I have to lend money in India, there are only two sources, one or two, it's banks and NBFCs, and NBFCs also get most of their money from banks only, because there is hardly any securitization market. So I will give you an example, like in US right now, the securitization markets have become so good that as a non-bank, I can go and lend money and actually package those loans and sell it in the secondary market at an interest rate to the investor of around 1.5 to 2%. That's it. Not more than that. Now, how will that happen in India? Our view now about India is that as the government reforms are gaining strength, as government has said, and our finance minister has recently said that we need at least more 5 or 6 state banks of India size of banks. Obviously, government is not going to make them. It's all going to be in private sector. I foresee a lot of foreign capital will come in the financial sector now, which I think financial sector has been one of the most protected areas, in the Indian economy till now from a foreign, capital perspective. Now that's going to start happening over next year or two. I think the other thing that government has to do, which government in US has really done well, is that they have created these guarantee programs. So what happens in the US market is that if it's a guarantee program where government charges you 3% guarantee fee to the borrower, put it in an insurance like pool, but then that loans actually get sold in secondary market to insurance companies and pension funds. So the cost to the SME is only around 5%, and they can get loans up to 20 years. So I think that's the other thing as government gets out of doing actual business, because in India right now the problem is that government runs such large fiscal deficits that government has no money. Every year what they are doing, they are putting at least on an average $10 to $12 billion into PSU banks today, just to keep them running. So imagine when these PSU banks get privatized or private banks become bigger or new private banks come in, that piece, then government doesn't need to really go and fund these banks. Now that kind of money they can actually put towards guarantee programs. So I think that's an important piece that we are trying to create in this economy, because for us, our constraint in this economy right now is not to lend money. Our constraint is cost of money. And cost of money is today controlled by banks. But that's also not controlled fully by banks. It's actually controlled by government, because government gives you a PPF scheme or a provident fund. So they are the ones who actually set the rate, the floor rate. Everybody tries to benchmark it against that. So I think as the Modi government is now showing that they mean reforms, and I think India needs a lot of reforms in financial sector. That happens, the biggest impact in our view is going to be in the SME lending space, because that's where there's most inefficiency. That's where rates are very high even today. That's where the access to credit is still very limited, and I think that's where there's a lot of innovation which is going to come in. So in my view, home loan today you can get at 6.5% in this country. SME loan still is 12% is minimum. Actually, while it should be like SME loan should at least be at the same level as a home loan. Why? Because when you give money to an SME, they use money to make money. So there's a productive use of that. So typically in an economy like India, the differential is too much today. And the problem today is that, the other problem is that how do you resolve NPAs? That's the other thing. That I think government has taken some steps, but it's still work in progress. So I think those are the two things that's going to reduce the cost of money. Now, what can I lend today at what rate? I can only facilitate lending at the rate like today Tata Capital or HSBC are lending money through our platform at like, whatever are the market rates. What we are also trying to push here is that and there's a lot of foreign capital which wants to come into India in debt, actually, not just equity. The problem right now is that money cannot come, and that money is so cheap. People are willing to, lend money at 2-3%. They'll be more than happy, actually, even in this market. The problem right now is that there is lack of, I would say, transparency still, and lack of ability to get the right data. Once you have the right data, right, ability to monitor. So monitoring is very important. Now that won't happen unless you have platforms and ecosystems in play. Once that starts happening, you will see the cost of money is going to go down dramatically, and access to credit is going to increase even further and faster. We have already seen it in the equity markets in India. Now we are getting like 2 billion a week, from foreign capital here, because people have found that in India now you can get returns. With Zomato IPO, that clearly showed that equity gets return. Now the next stage is debt. Once that starts happening, the kind of growth we will see, could be more than 8.5% even in this economy also. China, the cost of money today to SMEs is only 2 or 3%. Because China used all its surplus to actually lend to SMEs. But Indian government doesn't have that surplus right now. So either you fund it through your surplus or you get foreign capital.
So I think what Rohit also is saying that we will probably look at an Air India moment in the banking, where there is a huge disinvestment happening.
सर जैसा कि आप जानते हैं कि पेंडेमिक ईयर अभी चालू है और अभी तक मुंबई पूरी तरह से खुला भी नहीं है, तो फाइनेंशियल लोगों को प्रॉब्लम भी बहुत है, तो उसके बारे में क्या कंपनी आपकी डिसीजन करेगी, मैनेजमेंट क्या करेगी मतलब?
See, I think financial problem बहुत है. I think inequality बहुत बढ़ रही है, इसमें कोई doubt नहीं है. The only way to solve this problem is to encourage people to do entrepreneurship. You know, आपको लोगों को, I think if everybody is seeking jobs in an economy, you know, that's not going to help the economy. Economy becomes a stronger economy. You see China has grown so much because a lot of people actually over last 20-30 years, you know, became entrepreneurs. Actually, a lot of small businesses, you know, propped up because that's how they have become export house. Today, China monthly export is more than India's annual export, and 90% of that is done by small and mid-sized enterprises. Actually, not many people realize that. Now, how have they achieved that? They have achieved that by providing right infrastructure, very low cost of capital, and really making logistics very, very efficient. I think India में वही करना है, क्योंकि you are absolutely right. Financial problems बहुत बढ़ गई हैं यहाँ लोगों की, especially जो एक small business है, जो एक retail shop है, एक वो है, उनकी problem ज़्यादा है आज की date में, and they have suffered a lot, you know. US ने तो 1.3 trillion dollar दिया small businesses को, 1.3 trillion dollar. They gave more money to small businesses during COVID than they gave to consumer. This happened first time in the history of America also, where they said that we have to support our small businesses. India में वो नहीं हुआ क्योंकि government doesn't have that kind of money. But what government can do now is open up the economy, reduce the regulations, you know, and then democratize it. I think that's very important. They are already doing it, but I think the pace has to increase. And I think that fear of foreign capital has to go away, because I think एक बहुत बड़ा fear था foreigners will come, they will come and take all the assets of India, they will do everything. I think what now we are discovering, actually with all these startups and unicorns, is actually it's creating a lot more employment, you know, in the market. And what we are seeing with a lot of unicorns now is actually they are trying to help a lot of SMEs in their own sectors, you know, and that is going to be a game changer, because all this foreign capital is coming. China has totally shot itself, you know, in their head right now. That is helping India a lot. That is actually going to, because all these